Okay, that looks better. Goofy, goofy, goofy. I'm doing this 3 years, still got technical problems. Alright, let's see if we are live. Yes, looks good. Maybe. I think we're good. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We are doing the same thing we do every day. And that is fulfilling orders. Yay. Okay, so we got that. Get chat up. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're just fulfilling orders. I got my iPad right here. And that is what we're going to be doing for the next hour or so. So we got Shiny Treasures and EV Heroes from Cassie. Casey or Cassie? Not sure. Either way, thank you. We got EV Heroes and Shiny Treasures EX. You guys are on top of a bin cart right now. These are sticky notes. And an iPad is right here. So if you're wondering what I'm looking down on, just getting that bin cart filled up, y'all. Okay, so this guy, Eric, got 4 One Piece 7 boxes, a Nagaba box, and a Yokohama box. This guy was on it. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. Like I've been saying, we're just fulfilling orders right now, guys. We got a whole lot to do here before the end of the night. It's, what, 3 in the morning? 2:30 in the morning right now. Abby is going to be here in a few hours. And basically, I just want her to have a lot to do, because optimally I sleep in while she works. That's the goal here. So this guy went absolutely freaking crazy. 4 One Piece boxes, a Nagaba box, a Yokohama box. Look at all this crap. This was Eric. Eric went AWOL. 37945. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, and Eric left an apartment number. Don't want to forget that. Okay, throw this over here. It's gonna be a good stream, guys. How are y'all doing today? Ricky, always. Always. We are up all night, every night doing this crap. You gotta be. It's a busy business. Okay, we got Thano. Thano bought some 151 boxes. We got a couple of those. Actually, I need a knife. Let me get a knife. Cut these open. I guess I can move you guys around. There we go. Now you can see what I see. Okay. So much stuff. We got a $50,000 import in 2 days ago now. So a lot of that is selling now, which is nice, because that's a lot of money to be laying around in a basement. Got some other people here. We got iFOMO Legends. Hello, welcome to the chat. We got Nath GL. Good evening. We got Sadie Maxwell. Hello. We do Pokemon cards, so this is all Japanese Pokemon cards behind me. And then we've also got Korean and English and Indonesian. And then if you're a One Piece fan, we got that too. But our website is PokeNE.com. It's like Poke, like Pokemon, and then NE, short for Nebraska. And yeah, this is what we do full time. So it's super fun. I started multitasking. I figured if I'm going to stand here and put boxes in a bin, I might as well stand here while talking to you wonderful people. And a lot of folks like to ask, business questions, Q&A. And so I figure, you know what? I can knock out some Q&A while I work. So double the productivity. You need to be you need to be efficient. You need to be efficient in this industry because otherwise you go crazy. So this is Adam. Adam, thank you for the order. Got a 151 box. Use code Kevin10. I love it. Kevin's the real goat here, guys. I'm nobody. You make good profit with this. Profit, not so much. We do a lot of volume. So we sell like $300,000 of stuff a month, and the profit margins are complete ass, but the volume makes up for it. So it's a good business. We got Tricks. Hello, hello. From Australia. Nice. Yeah, Pokemon cards, we don't do like singles. A lot of people hear that we sell Pokemon cards and they think we sell like individual cards or like graded cards. We do like booster boxes, so, you know, sealed stuff. And Paul bought 2 sealed stuff. Some shiny treasures for Paul. Nice. Thank you, Paul. KD's TCG, thanks for the content. Started selling on TikTok last week, had 50 plus items sold. Damn. Let's go. Good for you. Absolutely wild. C. Hola. Hola. Do you make much at all from packs? We don't make much at all from anything, in all honesty. I was saying earlier, it's very much a volume game, so we do between $10,000 and $15,000 of stuff per day, which equates to like between 285 and 300,000 a month right now. We were doing 350 a month pretty consistently, but that was during the holiday season. So, you know, different story. We got our guy Michael here. Michael from, where are you from? Florida. Ordered, oh my God, Michael. He ordered $2,400 of stuff, which includes 20 shiny treasures. I'm not even going to do this one right now. I'm going to star that because that's going to be one I have to do off camera probably. My goodness. I've been listening to all the packing streams the last 2 days. Really nice. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I like watching people work when I work. So I figured I might as well contribute to the genre. We got Papanda World Records. Hello, in a recent video about trading cards. Do you see the normal TCG game dying down in the next couple of years? No, I really don't. I think my job security is gonna last a lot longer than I will. So no, I don't see it ever slowing down, to be honest. Maybe that's naive, but no. What do you use to pack booster packs again? If I remember correctly, you said mailers. Yeah, so they're 8x8 inch mailers, and then there's these like cardboard squares from Hobby Armor. It's a brand, Hobby Armor, and those little cardboard squares like kind of keep the mailer super rigid, and it's honestly perfection. So highly recommend. I'm an affiliate for them now, but I don't have an affiliate code because I'm awful at my job. Or I should say I don't have an affiliate code on me right now because I'm awful at my job. So, you know, I should be getting commission, but I'm not. But Hobby Armor, it's fantastic. I need to get 10 packs out of here. There's 2, 4, 6. Okay, so we need to bust open a UPC. Can you find the UPC? There it is. Channeling my inner Dora the Explorer there. So these guys have 16 151 packs in them. And so sometimes we sell out of 151 packs, so we have to tear these suckers open. Nath GL, wish it was easier to do in Australia. Yeah, other countries seem, you folks outside the US, it seems like it's a lot harder to start a business over there in the Pokemon niche, which sucks, honestly, because it is a fun business to be in. So I feel bad. Pokemon they seem to only focus on Japan, Korea, and the US, but I don't know. Maybe it'll change one day. Maybe things will get better for you guys, but you're not missing out on too much. I mean, it's a fun job, but ultimately, this is most of it. If it wasn't for streaming, I'd be super bored, honestly. Didn't even know people still bought cards because nobody in my life does, but I'm very interested. Yeah, it's funny. I stumbled upon a YouTube channel focused on Beyblades, like the little battle top things, like let them rip. Apparently that culture, like that community is massive right now. And that's something I thought died years ago. So in my little world, Pokemon is like, how the hell do you not know it's legit? Like, how are you living under a rock? But then I see other communities, and I'm like, oh, this is how normal people think about Pokemon. So yes, Pokemon is very much still alive, and apparently so is Beyblades. Who would have thought? Who else do we got? 151 is reprinting, says Waybucks. Yeah, I saw that on Pokebeach.com. That's kind of where I get all my like insider knowledge. It's not insider knowledge. Anyone can go to Pokebeach.com, guys. Is an amazing website. Highly recommend. But apparently that's a thing in May. So will the price go up or down? Who knows? My guess is right now the price is going to go down because people are like panic selling because they're afraid that it's going to like crash and burn. But just like the other, like 151's reprinted like 3 or 4 times. It's like nothing changed. It's reprinted it's already been done. It's reprinted. Eevee Heroes reprinted like 7 or 8 times. So to think that the set will just go to 0, to me, that seems far-fetched. But if you want to get it cheap, I mean, to me right now is a good time because everyone's kind of panicking. I think by the time the reprint happens, I'm assuming we're gonna find that it wasn't as big as everyone hoped it would be, and the price will just go back to the normal price it's at now. That's my guess. Stuck on an extension cord. Ugh. Do I have enough charge to last for a little bit? Yeah, hold on a sec. I have this whole like mobile cart thing going on. I'm pretty proud of it, actually. But yeah, I think the price will just kind of stay the same by the time we get to May. But in between now and May, I could see the price dropping quite a bit. So I keep an eye on the market, I guess. I'm just trying to get rid of my supply now. I don't want to deal with the whole up and down nonsense. So I'm selling off my remaining inventory. It's just this. It's like 50 boxes. And then I'm just probably not going to carry it until things settle down. I just don't want to deal with it. It's way too much work. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, Alberto, I basically answered your question. I didn't even know you asked it. So that's it. I live in Alaska, a small town. Fishing, popular here, not Pokemon cards. That's funny. Alaska sounds cool. I've never been like outside of the main US, but it sounds like a cool place. What is the top 3 selling boxes? Crimson Haze, which just came out, so that makes sense. Eevee Heroes, we got a huge stock of just recently. My supplier's kind of dropping all her inventory on that, and I'm trying to find one now. Where the hell? Oh, right here. So we've been selling a ton of Eevee Heroes lately, which is nice. And then Shiny Treasures is still just so hot. It's so cheap. When you get a set as good as Shiny Treasures, and you get it for it's such a cheap price, yeah, they sell. We sell probably, I don't know, we sell several cases every couple days. It seems like it's nuts. I mean, one guy today bought 20, and then I've got another probably 40 on this cart right now. And this guy, Kamale, bought 1, so there you go. Contributing to the hype, thank you. He also bought this special deck. I'm going to wheel you guys over here. I think this is kind of cool. This little section here. These guys are sick. Very classic. Japanese exclusive item, but it's got the, it's got like these cards are available in English in some set. I forgot how to get them, to be honest, but they're not exclusive cards. I just think the box is really neat. Japan has some cool like boxes. Alright, I feel like I need to catch up with the chat here. Japanese 151. We got them for like 165, I think. 165. I'm just trying to clear them out, to be honest. If anybody was buying them in bulk, I'd probably just get rid of all of them because I just don't want to deal with it. The price is going to tank, and then it's going to go back up, and then it's going to tank, and I don't want to deal with it. It's way too much drama. Yeah, it's called this. I think it's just called a special deck. If you type in special deck to the website, you'll find it. Respectably. This guy, Jordan, or gal, I don't know. Jordan's kind of a ambiguous name. They bought a Batik Shirt Indonesian Pikachu card, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys what that looks like. We're just going to go on a little adventure. I love this mobile cart I built. I'll make a video on how I made this because I'm actually pretty proud of it. I got all the charging ports up here, so I don't need to like carry around a power cord. It's pretty neat. Hold on one sec. So this is a exclusive Indonesian only card, and it celebrates an airline. I guess Indonesia has like a Pikachu themed airline now, or they got some planes with Pikachu graphics on them. I don't really understand it, to be honest, but it came out just a few weeks ago, so it's a really cool little promo code for $17. It's on the homepage, I think, so go to the website if you want one. Let's see, I need to get caught back up on chat here. Chat be going crazy. Are you on Whatnot as well? I am not on Whatnot, no. Yav, I'm trying to get rid of 151. Alberto, I know there's a premium on selling sealed cases. I typically just get booster boxes. I don't really mess with sealed cases because there is kind of an arbitrary premium and I just don't want to deal with it. Sometimes I'll get sealed cases just because like that's all my supplier has, but for the most part, I just get the loose boxes. I trust my suppliers. I have like a piece of hair like right there. Cole, Obsidian Flames pack, and 2 Korean Ruler the Black Flames. So I keep some of my English packs over here. You guys are getting a whole tour of the building. And then 2 Korean packs. I keep the Korean stuff over here. We don't have a lot of space these days. It's a 1,500 square foot basement. But here, I'll show you guys. My pack wall is actually kind of cool, so... Here's all of our, like, Pokemon packs. The Asian ones, at least. The English ones are, like I said, for the most part over there. But these are Korean ones on top. These kind of different-looking rectangle ones. So this is for Cole. Cole from Arizona. Thank you, Cole, from Arizona. Get those in the bin for you. Loving all the POV angles. Thanks, Cups. I'm going to ask a question because I don't know how it's going in Canada. Is it breakup season for you guys? It is here. I'm 30, so I don't pay attention to that market because I'm old and lame and married. So I have no idea, but that's a fascinating question. Maybe some young hip person in the chat can answer that. Matthew, I'm based in the UK. We'll be starting up in the next few weeks. Nice. Yes, yes, the waiting period is indeed painful, but I'm happy for you. Go get that paper, my dude. UK. A lot of people from the UK watch me, and it seems like businesses aren't too bad in the UK compared to like some of the smaller countries. 'Cause some of the countries, like Australia even, apparently it's just really tough to get started. So Heidi got a Shiny Treasures box. Boom. Get Heidi hooked up here. How much for 151? We got it for 165, I think. It's on the homepage, PokeNE.com. It's the name of the channel, PokeNE.com. I think it's on the homepage. What inventory management do you use? I use Excel and then Wix. Wix is like the website builder I use. It's kind of like Shopify. So they kind of just keep track of the inventory for you. Nothing fancy at all. Suppliers makes it sound like some secret drug smuggling. Honestly, Pokemon card selling and drug selling, I'm gonna guess they're pretty similar. I know some people that were involved in the drug trade, like not even kidding, and yes, it's very similar. Especially when it comes to like third party stuff. Like I get my English stuff is like an official distributor, like the official Pokemon card company, more or less. But the Japanese stuff's all essentially third party sellers on Instagram. So yeah, you could compare it to that. That's fair. Thanks for the advice, man. Hey, no problem at all. Zach, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here, my dude. Shiny cardboard dopamine. Wave 2 of Crimson. Crimson Haze is running late. I'm sorry. I'm actually about to send out a email about that. It's super annoying. Japan's mail has been like, I don't know what their government's doing, but it's been really rough lately. Usually it's America's fault, like the customs office slows things down. But Japan's been kind of shitting the bed a little bit. So they'll be here Monday. So we're good. That's not like too late, but I really did want to get those out today. I feel bad about it. So yes, I'll be probably sending out, I don't know what to do with these. It's too big of an order. I'm going to probably be sending out a mass email about that very soon, because what an annoying situation. I hate when things are late. You ain't old, I'm 52. Heavy and Sarah, 52. 52 years young if you're here. If you're chilling on a Pokemon channel, you're doing just fine. Vegas Dad, how much for the Korean EV Heroes? I think Korean EV Heroes is $48 right now. We're the cheapest like US store online. I'm sure there's some Korean people selling them for cheaper, like on eBay. But as far as like US stores, I think we have the best price. And they're all case fresh. We actually have 8 cases up here on this big shelf, and we open them obviously and put them on this littler shelf. But yeah, $48, I'm pretty sure. They're probably on the homepage too. All the cool stuff's on the homepage, guys. It's called marketing. That's what we do. This guy bought a lot of stuff. Anton from Texas. 2 Wild Forces, 2 Cyber Judges, and 4 Shiny Treasures. Okay, well here's these. Here's these. I'm a huge fan of my bin cart, but it's only for like small orders. Because the bins are relatively tiny. So I have to like go all the way over here for larger orders. And lately we've gotten a lot of large orders, so I guess that's a good problem. But I need to probably find a solution for that at this point. I love how I came into you talking about Pokemon and drugs. Harv Cross, you got impeccable timing, my friend. I literally just stumbled upon this live stream. Do you sell vintage? Thank you for stumbling upon this live stream. No, we do not sell vintage. We only do modern sealed product, and occasionally a promo card here and there. But we specialize in like Asian stuff. We got Korean right here, Japanese over here. We have Indonesian, but it's not very popular. But yeah, we got started on like the Japanese stuff, so that's kind of our shtick. Selling singles is a lot of work. Best-selling Korean set by far, EV Heroes, followed shortly by 151. Korean, basically, some people buy like random Korean boxes for sure, but the Korean sets that sell fastest are the ones that have their equivalent Japanese set that's super expensive. So you know, EV Heroes is like $400, but the Korean one's only 48. So that one sells like freaking crazy. Because it's the same art, you know. If you're buying Japanese and you live here in America, you probably can't read Japanese anyway. So it's basically the same damn thing, just for literally 10 times cheaper. Can you name a footballer for an edit? I don't know. I don't know about sports, to be honest, Bun Guy. Messi is one. Ronaldo? So that's all I got. I think that's what you're talking about. I just watched Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso's a great show. So I should know more, but I don't even know if those teams are real in Ted Lasso. Yeah, you clearly don't come to the stream. You clearly don't hang out on my stream enough if you think I know about sports. Just not something that interests me. Love your videos. I'm going to go 6 months on a side business. Definitely have experience ups and downs. Hey, I appreciate that, XR89. Thank you. Buy more Lost Origins from the Pokemon Center. I do have Lost Origin Korean boxes now. I need to put those on the site, actually. I've been kind of slacking with restocking my site. So I'm probably going to do that late tonight. We stay up all night here, pretty much every night, because there's just not enough time in the day. Oh, it's got a big rip in it. Okay. That sucks. These things have been selling like flipping crazy lately. My God. Tanner, 151 box, one of these and 3 treasures. Yeah, these special boxes have been going crazy. They're cheap for how cool they are. They're $58, so I guess for how cool they are. For how cool they are, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Love the new look on the homepage. Thank you. I worked hard on it. It needs some improvement still, but I think it's better than the old one at least, and so that's all I can really strive for right now. What do you know? More EV Heroes, 3 of them for Danny. Get these put away here. Okay, thank you, Danny. Kevin is in the house. What's up, Kevin? I gave you a shout out earlier today. Good to see you. What are your thoughts on Evolving Skies? Oh my God, collector's dream. Evolving Skies is unhinged right now. I don't know. I don't really touch on like the investment side of things. I think the whole thing's bananas though. I think it'll keep going up. I mean, I don't see why I don't see any stopping to it. I could see it going to $800, $900 by the end of the year. Like I'm not one of those like investor type channels. I don't play that game. Let me go upstairs real quick. I got to deal with my pain in the ass dogs. They're barking at my wife, who's a teacher, who's trying to sleep at 3 in the morning. So I'm gonna go upstairs real quick, guys. Enjoy the beautiful background and talk amongst yourselves. Okay. This is a menace. This is our newest puppy, Mia. She's been around for a few months now, so you've seen her if you follow us. But she is a little menace at night. She just screams. She's so energetic. So I was summoned to take care of her. So Mia, you're gonna go run around like a crazy lunatic, and I'm gonna get back to work. So Hunter we sell these every once in a while. Hunter x Hunter, and then Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen, and then My Hero Academia. So these what are these, Union Arena? These Union Arena boxes have been kind of popular, actually. It's a cool little set. Oh, let's see. I gotta catch up on the chat. My goodness. Do you deal with multiple suppliers? So I have 2 English suppliers. And yeah, for the most part, their prices are pretty similar. Sometimes there's like a little bit of comparison, but then we have like 4 Japanese people, and then 1 Korean guy and 1 Indonesian guy. So I work with a lot of people. For the most part, they're all pretty good to me. Sometimes someone will be clearancing out. Like one of my suppliers is clearancing out their EV Heroes, so I'm dealing with her. Another one is getting rid of V-Star Universe. So they all kind of do different things. Another one of those Indonesian Pikachu cards. Then we have a Nagaba pack and an Obsidian Flames box. Let's go get that stuff. This is obviously taking a lot longer for me. Talking to the chat and wheeling this damn card around, but it's fun. It's something different. So let's see. Obsidian Flames, and then a Nagaba pack. These things are super popular. They're also super expensive, but people like EV Heroes, or people like EV Lucians. Oh, let's see here. What did you get, if you don't mind me asking? I'm trying to catch up. There's a lot of people here today. If you have a question and I skipped it, it's because my setup is a little janky. So if you have a question, just ask it again. I won't be mad if you double text. Don't worry. My channel's primarily a business channel, so I try to help people start their own Pokemon card businesses, or just in general on entrepreneurship. Sadie, have an awesome night. Peace out. How do we buy? Do you have a site? I do have a site. It's PokeNE.com. It's the name of the channel, so it's POKE like Pokemon, and then the NE is short for Nebraska. PokeNE.com. Way too late for me. Jeremiah in the house. You lit a fire in me, and I can't wait to see what's in store. Hey, Jeremiah, I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for hanging out. It's late today. Miss Circle. How do we buy from you? PokeNE.com. Go check it out. Personal favorite set of all time. Dream League was super fun. People really liked that back when I did Rip and Ship, so that was like a fun one to open. What else did I really enjoy? I really enjoyed opening VMAX Climax on stream. That was a fun set. That was kind of the first set with like God packs that we would pull regularly, just because we opened it so often. So that was kind of our first like God pack experience, was VMAX Climax. We would open probably 20 boxes per stream. It was nuts. Streaming was crazy back then. We'd do like 20, or we'd do like $2,000 in revenue per stream. It was crazy. And a lot of that was VMAX Climax. So that's probably my favorite. You sell any hoodies? We do, Heavy and Sarah. If you go to PokeNE.com, there's a merch section kind of hidden in the menu. If you type in merch, it should pop up. But the hoodies are actually really nice. They're sourced from a company called Printful. They have really good blanks, and they're extremely nice hoodies. So highly recommend. I don't make any money on them because what's the point? So I just like to have my name out there. So yeah, go enjoy. How do you transition from TikTok shop to build your own website? Well, you just build a website and you make a ton of content directing people there. The people that buy from you on TikTok shop, probably most of them will not go to your website. Most of those people buy from TikTok shop. They don't necessarily. So you're going to probably have to find a new customer base, which is totally fine. But build a website, that's step 1. And then step 2 is just make a ton of content. This You know how you're watching me right now and half of you guys don't even know who I am? Some of you don't even know what Pokemon is. That means it's working. You want to get your name out there. You can see me, and I look like a normal person, but when you see all this behind me as a viewer, you go, well, if he's scamming people, he's really putting up a lot of effort. Like Pokemon cards, it's an industry where a lot of scammers play. You know, there's a lot of fraud. So it's good to have as much content out as possible so people see you and go, oh, he's a real person, and oh, he could always scam me, but man, he's got a whole basement full of thousands of dollars of products. He's probably actually selling this stuff. So you need to make a ton of content, period. And TikTok's a great place. Instagram has been really good for us. YouTube has been amazing for us. And it takes time. You know, back when we started, we used TikTok just for content creation. And we were doing 10 to 12 videos a day. I listen to a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk. That's what he told me to do, so I did it. And if you do it, you'll do well too. Jeremiah, 7 sales in 2 days. Let's go. Psychic GD, we just sell sealed product, Psychic. PokeNE.com, just the stuff. We don't do anything too fancy. Have you gotten to the high 37K orders? Yes, we're on order 37977 right now, Kevin. 37977. I think I packed yours. It might not be labeled yet, but I think it's in my pile. I think your order was massive. If I remember correctly, you had a really big order. So Abby, my cousin who works for me, she's going to come in the morning and she'll label it. But I'm pretty sure I already packed it because we're on order 37977 now. This guy ordered 6. Still here. Okay, we're just going to stack them right there. 6 EV Heroes boxes. Cray cray. Oh, let's see. Did you pay taxes on those cards, baby? I love IRS. That's amazing. Oh, taxes are due real soon, IRS. And yes, I will absolutely pay an ass load of money for it. God, that's amazing. Major W to the IRS. It's the only time I'll ever say that. Based 121. What do you think of the new Temporal Forces set? I think it must be pretty damn good because I sold out of it, and I don't typically do that with English sets. Usually I have a bunch left over. We have like 4 of the Virizion, or the Iron Leaves. We have like 4 ETBs left, and that's literally it. Absolutely craziest, fastest selling English product of all time for us. Besides 151, that was a pretty quick one too. Speaking of 151, thank you, Ali, or Ali. There's so many different ways to pronounce the name. But yeah, Temporal Forces, absolutely whack. So the distributors are all out of them too. It doesn't seem like it's affecting the price. The price seems extremely cheap everywhere you look. So it's definitely not like, I'm not hyping it up. I wouldn't benefit much from hyping it up, being I don't have any left. But it seems like people freaking love it. So I don't know, if you get a good price on it, I'd freaking go. What's your favorite Pokemon game so far? It's hard to know. So Emerald was the game I played the most. I clocked in, I think, 700 hours on Emerald as a kid, which, like, looking back, that's unhinged. So my first playthrough, I played through it like 3 or 4 times, but yeah, 700 total hours on Emerald. So, like, if we're talking, like, statistically speaking, that's probably my favorite. But I met my best friends in 8th grade because of Diamond and Pearl. So we had that in common, and we hung out. We slept over at each other's house and played that all night. And we did that for years, Diamond and Pearl. And those guys, I'm 30 now, and we are all 30 now, I should say, and we are still best friends to this day. We're best men in each other's weddings and blah, blah, blah. So Diamond and Pearl has, like, the most sentimental value. So between Emerald and Diamond Pearl, I suppose. Platinum's objectively a better game than Diamond and Pearl, but we didn't really mess with Platinum too much. Let's see. Just curious, does getting an LLC protect your personal? So the LLC that covers inventory, like that. It separates Brian from PokeNE. So anything that's under the PokeNE name, that's the LLC, and anything that's mine is mine. So if it's a personal collection, all I have to do is designate it as such. Basically, just keep records of it. I've got my inventory all in an Excel spreadsheet. And I've got Wix, which is like my CRM and sales manager. And so anything that's not in that inventory sheet, basically anything that's not insured under my business name, like that's my personal collection, and that's no different than my, TV or my, I don't own anything, my shirts, So they are separated legally. So we got Wild Force, Cyber Judge, Ancient Roar, Future Flash. This is Kyle. Kyle hooked up here. Excellent. Thank you, Kyle. I have 999 Master Balls on it. Love it. What about favorite Pokemon game on the Switch if you still play? I really found myself missing the old school, like kind of more pixelated games. Sword and Shield was super fun. We put a ton of hours into it. It just, for me, maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I am old. But for me, it lacked the magic. Like when I pick up Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Black and White, there's like this magic. And the Sword and Shield just doesn't have that for some reason. Maybe I don't know what it is. I like the Pokemon in it. Like, it's not like a generation thing. The games just seem kind of cold, I guess. Like, kind of like lifeless. Like walking through like Lava Ridge Town back in the day. Like, you felt something there. Or like Maz Deep City. And then this is like, it's just like, it's missing something. I don't know. Like, I played the hell out of them for sure, Sword and Shield, but I didn't play the DLC. So I don't know. Maybe it's the 3D nature of it. Maybe it's just me being a nut. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I need to do video 3, Ben. You're absolutely right. Absolutely need to do that. I would say I'm actively working on it. It is on the back burner. Apartment. But I'm not abandoning the project, if that's what you're asking. So I got you, homie. I got you. We'll make it happen. I've had an awful time selling the newer sets. The newer sets sell pretty well for us, Jay. I think it's just because they're so cheap, though. Like, if the newer sets were priced like back in like $100, like they were for a bit, that might not be the case. I don't know. But all this stuff's selling for like $50, so it's like, for us, it flies right off the shelf. Every store is going to be different, that's just how it is. Okay, so this guy ordered 151 UPC and a box. That was Roger. There. Just laying stuff on the ground for now. 47 people in the chat. That's nutty. Oh, let's see. Oh, dang, I see. I technically make it look like it's from my business. I mean, Jeremiah, you can commit all the fraud you want. You'll probably get away with it, but you didn't hear it from me. I'm guessing people do all sorts of sketchy stuff. And again, you, me, and a lot of people in this chat are probably small fries enough where we could get away with whatever we wanted, but you didn't hear it from me. Scott, our first One Piece customer of the day here. One Piece OP03. Thank you, Scott. Where are you from, Scott? Indianapolis. Nice. Got Edward with a VMAX Climax box. See, that's my favorite set, guys. 988. Edward knows what's good. Okay. Let's get VMAX Climax. Super pretty box art, too. Look at this thing. How can you deny that set? Look at that. It's freaking gorgeous. All I see is shirts. I might have taken hoodies off the site. Can you email me? It's brian@PokeNE.com. I know you've been a customer for a long time, so you probably know the email, but brian@PokeNE.com. I'll get you a direct link to the hoodies, and I'll give it to you for the warehouse price. I've been really bad at pushing merch. I really should work harder on that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you pushing me. Nothing compares to Red and Blue. When Red and Blue came out, I was super young. And I didn't really play much of any video games then. My first game really was like Gen 3 that I like. And then I went back and played Gen 1 and 2, but Gen 3 was kind of my, like, because that would be 2003, and I was 10. So, yeah. Gen 1, I was a little too young for, I think. Okay, so we need to grab a Demon Slayer box. This is for, Corey from Wisconsin. Demon Slayer. Obviously, super hype anime. Thank you for the purchase. Let's just throw that right there. Okay. Got our guy Edward here. Let's catch up with chat again. What do you collect from your personal collection? I don't really open booster boxes. I kind of just, if I see something that, catches my fancy, like a collecticon, I'll buy singles. I got a couple graded cards. I like the Pikachu ponchos. I got those graded, PSA 10s. And then I've got some, like, just personal stuff. Like, my favorite card right now probably is a card that nobody else would consider valuable, or I guarantee it's no one else's favorite, but it's a PSA 10 Grand Prix Charizard from Japan. And that's because it was our first item that we sold at the store. That's kind of how we got started. So it's kind of got, like, sentimental value to me. So I graded one of them and it got a 10. But I don't buy much of anything, including Pokemon cards. I'm very frugal, very minimalist. Having a hard time competing with local sellers doing what I do, but not legit. They don't charge taxes, so they're hard to compete with. Yeah. If you're competing with people that don't charge taxes, you're at a disadvantage for sure. And the thing that sucks is, I know the IRS is in the chat right now. The thing that sucks is those people probably won't even get caught. Like, you're gonna have to either be equally illegal or deal with it, and that's hard. It's hard to be legitimate. That's why it's nice to have an online site and you can sell countrywide, because you don't need to charge, countrywide. You don't need to charge other states sales tax for quite some time. We're at a point now where we're big enough where we have to charge some other state sales tax. And basically, without getting too lost in the sauce, if you sell enough inventory to states, depending on which state it is, you get nexused in, and then you have to pay sales. You have to charge customer sales tax there. So, like, we sold like $1 million to California last year, so now we're responsible to collect Californian sales tax, which sucks. People are not happy. Put this down here in the bin here. So yeah, that's kind of my current thing I'm complaining about, but what are you gonna do? Not, I mean, not the worst problem to have. I sold too much stuff. Like, that's not a bad problem. My local shop sells shiny treasures for $10 a pack. God, I think we got them on the site for like 45 bucks or something. Something like that. $46. So they're like charging double. Good for them. No hate, no hate. 3 people in the world. The I, the R, and the S. Yeah. I got in trouble with the IRS back in my day when I was a full-time eBay seller in college. I just flipped stuff and I was really good at it. It was also an easier time to flip on eBay back in the day. Very different market. But I didn't realize how much money I was making. I was making an assload of money. And I considered it just kind of a silly hobby. So I'm like, I don't need to pay sales taxes. Well, I did. And I got caught. And it was horrible. College me was very distraught about the whole thing. I was a little hustler, though, in college, man. I look back and I'm like, man, I really had my crap together. We got Bunchesism. Shout out to Bunchesism. Sorry if I said your name poorly. But major shout out. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate you. Ice Rai, keep up the channel. I will try my best in India. Ooh, India's another hard country to get a business going in the Pokemon niche. Pokemon does not give India enough love. It's a big country too. I mean, it's extremely populated. You'd think they'd like have more distributors there, but they don't have very many. It sucks. This was a busy day for sales. We got this is the 27th we're doing right now. It's like $16,000 of sales. We had some good specials, which I think contributed quite a bit, but yeah, we sold more stuff than I thought though. Like my bin's about full. Doing good now. I was complaining that sales were slow for a bit. But we're back up to, we're doing between 12 and 15,000 a day now. So I'm happy. It was long overdue. We can't be dipping below that 10 mark. I got employees now. Got overhead now. Originally from Cali, it's trash now. Brian Hicks, got anything free there? Man, I wouldn't know how to give it away. Be too chaotic, Brian. We do giveaways, though, every here and there. We'll probably do a giveaway on Crimson Haze once I finally get the damn set in. So subscribe to the channel. We'll do a giveaway pretty soon. Go to sleep, dork. Quadro 4L, what's up? I ain't got time to sleep. I'm hustling. It's only 3:15. I usually don't sleep till about 5 or 6. Sometimes I stay up until my wife's alarm goes off, which is like 7. But that's only on really busy days. Today I'm able to go to sleep. What day is this order? This is from... I need to climb up a ladder now. Alright, let me catch up on chat quick. Texas now, baby. Texas is a great place. I would live in Texas if I had to move out of Nebraska. Any issues with the Yokohama boxes? I decided to open one up and grade mine. Alberto, that's horrible. No, our Yokohama boxes are fine, but wow, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Any tips on high shipping costs? Shipping outside my own country. Yeah, I don't do international shipping for a reason, because shipping is expensive. It's it's super expensive right now. So I don't have any advice, because if I did, I would do international shipping, but I've just been shipping locally, and even locally it's expensive. But we charge $10 flat per order, and typically we break even from that. Sometimes we make a couple bucks, sometimes we lose a couple bucks, but it's expensive. These are bulk boxes of shiny treasures. We still have about 500 left. And then those are cases of Eevee Heroes Korean. We've got 300 boxes of Eevee Heroes, so we got 30, or we got a little under 10 cases, I guess, at this point, but a lot of stuff. Let me get a knife. I need to slice this open. Wabux. Hello. Don't be sad. Don't get high on your own supply. Another drug tactic from earlier. That's right. Straight up. Kendrick Lamar once said, I don't smoke crack, I just sell it. Kendrick Lamar's a businessman, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this order fulfilled quick, and then I'll get back to the chat. You guys are antsy today. I love it. I can't sell this because I got to bust it open to fulfill orders, but this is kind of a cool piece. It's a 151 case. You don't see these very often these days. I guess if the reprint does happen, you'll see more of them, but pretty cool piece though. 151 case. It's got a nice little dent in it, so we'll see. We'll see if any of the boxes are dented too, but cool item for sure. I wish I didn't oversell them. I would have held on to that, but I'll probably buy a bunch to hold on to once it does reprint. Do you do One Piece? I do have One Piece. We only do Japanese One Piece because we don't have a supplier for English quite yet. I'm working on that. That's been a struggle. But as soon as I get a distributor for English One Piece, I will make sure to let everyone know, because that will be a game changer. But the Japanese one itself is pretty damn popular. I thank my guy Rodney for that order from North Carolina, 151 box. Oh, who else do we have here? Do you carry Hidden Fates? We do not have Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates is a little before our time. We didn't start until Brilliant Stars, so we're pretty late to the game. Thanks to the Temporal Forces, ETB, I got Prime Catcher. Let's go. Mace Reloaded. Congrats. That's what's up. So this stuff here, B took, this is all Korean. These like taller rectangular boxes, those are all Korean. Yeah, Kevin nailed it. When does customs become problematic? For the most part, we don't have a problem with customs. They've slowed down a few things here and there, but you need a Japanese supplier that knows what they're doing as far as how to get through easily. Like, I don't even know all the logistics of it because, quite frankly, I don't have to. But a lot of what my supplier does that's really good is she only puts in, like if I order $20,000 of stuff, she'll, sorry, I'm multitasking. She'll package them in a way where they'll go through customs quickly, because I think like customs stops orders of $2,000 or more, so she'll package only like $1,900 of stuff per package. Those numbers are made up, but something along those lines. She's really clever, and if you have a good supplier, they know how to do that well. But yeah, to be honest, I don't really actually know the logistics of it because I don't have to, which is really nice. Do you sell cases? We do have cases. We don't have a lot of cases on the site. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something specific, just email me, Brian@PokeNE.com. There's a good chance we have a sealed case of what you're looking for. depending on the language and set, of course. But yeah, feel free to email me and we'll get you taken care of. So I wanted to travel to Japan and I could not because of the pandemic. And then Japan opened its borders for a little while. And then the pandemic, like the new strain came out or whatever. And then Japan closed down again. And by the time they opened up again, our store blew up so much that there's just no reason. There was no reasonable way I could leave. So at this point, we're just too big. I can't leave because my wife's got a full-time job. She's a teacher. Um, my employees are very part-time and they're young and they don't know how to run this company. They help me out with orders. They keep things organized and clean, but like to run the company, it's kind of got to be me or my wife, and I can't leave her for 2 weeks while I go F around in Japan. So it probably won't happen unless I sell the company or until I retire. But reasonably speaking, I probably won't be able to go, which is super sad. Could you do this challenge? You have $50 and you buy products and sell until you earn 5,000. That's such a clever idea. I'll tell you, I'll make a video about this. So that challenge, it would actually be really easy. In fact, any of you can do it right now. So depending on the scenario. So basically what I did is I didn't have a ton of money starting out. So what I did is I leveraged your money. So Shiny Star V was the big set at the time. I'll show you a box of Shiny Star V for y'all that don't know. And they were selling really quickly. And so I was buying with a credit card and selling them and then buying more and then selling them. But I was selling out so quickly. But I didn't have enough money to buy all of them that I wanted to buy. So what I did was I put on my website, pre-order Shiny Star V, ships in 10 days. And then every time someone pre-ordered a Shiny Star V box, I would buy 2 of them from Japan. And then they would ship here in like 5 or 6 days, and then I would send them out. So I didn't need any money. I used customer money to do all my business. So you don't even actually need capital to start this as long as you have like a fan base already. Obviously, if you're doing like rip and ships, you need the money up front. But yeah, the idea of like having a $50 bill and like using that, and then it's just inefficient. Leveraging debt is the only way to grow in this business. So if you want to leverage credit card debt, great. You don't even need a $50 bill. Just give me a credit card and I'll buy, several $100s worth of stuff. I just have to sell that stuff, pay the credit card off within a month. It's a 0% loan if you pay it off in time, and you just rinse and repeat. So, it'd be a fun challenge in like a convention for sure. But, in the world of e-commerce, it's just capital's not necessary, which is great. When's the next live stream? Pack openings. Jeremiah Vang, what's up? We're actually going to do one very soon. I'm hoping for Friday. It really depends on, a few things that I'm not going to bother talking about, but maybe Friday, we'll see. We look alike. Thomas is bored, do we? All I see is a little tiny picture of you. It looks like very pretty hair. That's all I can gauge from the little emoji though. Jeremiah, what is the best bank to start a business account? I just have a local bank. It's called First National Bank of Omaha, FNBO. It's nothing special. I don't think you need anything special. My only suggestion really for banks would be like bank somewhere that you can walk into. Like, don't choose an online only bank. There's nothing wrong with online only banks. It's just, it is nice to be able to walk in and see people you recognize that know you. Now I use Wise to transfer money, wire money back and forth. And at the time, though, I had to go into my bank physically, like walk in there and talk to the bankers. And so like having that relationship really helps because I walk in, they know exactly who I am. They sit me down, they give me the VIP treatment. So as long as the bank is near you, like logistically, I would just pick someone with friendly people. It's all you really need. 151 reprint. Yeah, I don't think the 151 reprint's going to do much to the price in the long run, AG. Right now, people are panic selling, and I don't want to deal with it, so I lowered my prices quite a bit too. I'd rather just get rid of them. But as far as like long term, like by the time June, July, August comes along, it's going to be right back where it is now. That's my prediction. Waybucks, both. I have a personal checking account with First National Bank, and then I also have a business checking account. I just do it all at the same bank, which I guess would be another little tip. Just do it all at the same bank. It's just easier. There's not going to be an advantage of one bank to the other, really, other than what I mentioned, like knowing the people is nice. But you're a Japanese person or whoever you're transferring money to, they're not going to care. So you're good. You're good with whatever. Oh my goodness, I am exhausted. It's 3:30. I have a couple things to do on the email side of things. I got my bin completely full. I think I'll try to peel this off without effing up the stream here. Yeah. So this is kind of what we've been working with. So I got the iPad here. And so this is what we've been filling in together for the past hour. I've got the laptop here. I kind of rigged this whole little system. I'm pretty proud of this, actually. So I just put a couple of cardboard boxes here as shelves. And then I got my laptop sitting there. I've got a magnetic power strip against the metal. And then this is what the phone was situated on. And then it's all powered. I'm going to get an extension cord that like retracts from the ceiling. And that way I can power it as needed, because the iPad needs power and the phone live streaming takes a lot of power. So I'm kind of working on rigging that up, but it's a project I really shouldn't be working on today. I have a lot of other stuff going on. But yeah, so I'm enjoying that little project. But we're done. The bin is full. The bin is full, so I'm gonna probably be heading out soon. I'll answer. What on earth did I just do? I'll answer the last couple questions here. Katie's TCG, I know you focused on volume. Yeah, so I try to mark everything up by about between like 16 and 22%, depending on the item. And then after all the nonsense, the processing fees, any shipping overages, blah, 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 I probably net like 11 or 12% per item. So not much, but I'm good at enough at it now. Like I'm very fast at it now. I'm not down here all day and all night. Well, I am down here all night, but like I F around during the day. I went rock climbing in the middle of the day. I walk my dogs in the middle of the day, go to the gym. I do whatever I want. And then at night, I regret it because I'm up till 3:30. But it's not so bad. Like when I was new, it took me a lot longer to do orders, like hours and hours and hours, and we barely sold anything. So it's funny, back when we were new, margins were really strong, but volume was low because we didn't know what we were doing yet. Now, margins are super low, but volume's super high because we know what we're doing. So at some point, margins are going to go back up again, I'd imagine. The market will turn like it always does. And volume will stay high because now we know what we're doing. And then it should be good. It should be sitting on a pretty penny. But right now, just it's a grind, you know. That's part of the deal. Where do suppliers in Japanese get their stock? No, there's a weird there was always like a weird narrative that like some of the YouTubers would paint that like these Japanese suppliers are going to like Japanese Walmart and buying out their inventory and ruining it for the kids. It's like, guys, I'm buying 500 booster boxes a day. You think that's coming from Japanese Walmart? I'm not hating on your question. I'm hating on these like people on YouTube that would make those videos. I'm like, it's a big operation. Like they're getting it from a distributor. These are normal vendors. Now, if you want to be mad, you could argue that the distributor, the vendor should be selling to local stores instead of to US stores. That's true for sure. But there was this weird narrative of like these evil capitalist Japanese people like running into Japanese Toys R Us, and I'm like, that's they don't have that many. Like Japanese Toys R Us isn't. They're not. I got more stuff than any retail store does. So I mean, they're vendors. They're just like me, but they're the Japanese equivalent. It's a good question. If I ever get really successful in the business, trust me, I'm gonna send you a gift for your personal collection. That's nice. I appreciate that. There's a guy that did just that, actually. He gave me a PSA 10 Leon with Charizard, which was like a really cool gift. And then, so that was super nice of him. That's his name's Nacho, so shout out to Nacho TCG. I hope he's still doing well. It's been a little while. But then another guy, he is a professional arcade designer. He does like graphic art for arcade machines. He refurbishes them professionally. And I guess he's building me like a countertop cabinet, like an arcade cabinet. So like that would be rad. So apparently that's going to be done next month. So I'll make a video on that if it all goes well. I'm pretty excited about it. What's your favorite Pokemon? I'll keep that noted. Oh, my favorites change quite often. I mean, I tattooed a Milotic on my shoulder, so like Milotic ranks pretty high. I love Ice-Skew. I love Ampharos. I love Kabutops. I think Kabutops is badass. Those would be like my top 3 or 4, I suppose. Physical storefronts are horrible ideas unless you're super passionate, and I'm not. I'm very introverted. I don't want to be like out with people, and the overhead is horrifying to me. I'll never open a brick and mortar. I thought about it, Chaz. I really did for a little bit, and my wife talked me out of it. I'm really glad she did, because there's just so much to it. I love working in my basement. If I'm feeling it, I can go live and talk to people, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm alone, and that's usually how I like it. So there will never be a PokeNE at your local corner shop. People, thumbs down, facts. Lump, how often do you do these lives? I've been doing them pretty frequently lately. I try to do a couple a week at least, so we don't schedule lives typically. Usually if I have time, I just try to go live. So I'm going to try to go live again tomorrow, actually. It'll probably be more of like a just behind the scenes kind of live. Sometimes I have a camera I mount on the ceiling, and it kind of overlooks my empire and while we package orders. So you might see me and Abby packaging orders tomorrow. And yeah, so that one I won't be like talking or anything, but I try to do like a 2 or 3 a week is the goal. Thank you, Chaz. I appreciate that. Sinus, I saw your Phoenix resale video and heard. Yeah, garage sales were super fun. I still go every Saturday with my dad. He makes the list for me, so I don't know exactly where he gets it. He always has a list prepared when he picks me up in the morning, but most of it he gets from Facebook and Craigslist. Craigslist is still a thing in Omaha, apparently. But there's like email lists you can sign up for. Like if you go to Google and type in your city's name, like Omaha garage sale email list. If your city's big enough, you can like sign up, and then I don't know who does this, some local garage sale enthusiast, but they'll email you a list of all the garage sales each weekend. So we did that for a while. And again, if you're in a bigger city, you probably have that. You just don't know about it. Do you worship Jesus? Yeah, Jesus is cool. Seems like a good guy. What's your most prized Pokemon possession? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. My most prized Pokemon possession. This might be kind of a cop-out because I talked about it a little bit earlier, but it's got the sentimental value, so... Because, like, honestly, at some point, money kind of loses meaning when you're... Not that I have a lot of money, like, I'm not, like, freaking bankrolling, but when you, like, move a lot of money, it kind of loses meaning a little bit. Because it comes and it goes and it comes and it goes. I brought it out for a video and I lost it. Hold on a sec. I lost my most prized possession. That's super aggravating. Where is it? Oh, is it on my desk? So a lot of people would be like, "Oh, I got a first edition fossil box or whatever," and mine is this little $20 slab. Maybe it's worth like $30. I don't know. It's just this. It's a Grand Prix Charizard PSA 10. This was our first product, so this got us on the map. So the Grand Prix Charizard definitely my favorite card, and that's one of them that I graded, and I just said I'm gonna keep that as kind of a trophy. So I don't know, kind of a cop-out answer, but I appreciate that. How much do you pay in customs? We don't really pay that much. It's not bad at all. The UK sounds pretty rough, actually. The customs fees here, honestly, like they're pretty negligible. The way my supplier packages stuff, I think she puts us like she strategically ships stuff where each box only has X amount of value, and I think she keeps it under the threshold where like the customs department like charges you for it. Again, I honestly don't know what she does, but what any of my Japanese suppliers do, but they do a good job keeping it under a threshold where I don't get like bit in the ass. So it's pretty nice. Are you getting more 151? Are we sold out? I'd be shocked if we're sold out. I'll get more, but I'm sure there's a few more boxes. I don't know. Maybe we're sold out. I'll look. I'll try to get more this week. Yeah, valueless. Andrew, I'm looking to do what you do. Yo, well, hey, Andrew, you're in the right place, my friend. We got lots of content. You'll dig it. Do you think the DBZ and OP are killing the Pokemon scene? No, I don't think so. I think people are going to buy DBZ. People are going to buy One Piece. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that like both animes or all three animes, and I'm sure it's affecting some people's wallets, but ultimately there's not a ton of crossover on my site. Like, I've got my One Piece people, and I know them as my One Piece people, and they never buy Pokemon, and I think it's relatively segregated, but I'm sure in the meta, the big grand scheme of things, I'm sure it is affecting the market share quite a bit, just not in my little tiny world. A lot of people asking about the Japanese 151 reprint. I could see the prices going as low as like 145, 150 bucks between now and the reprint. It's impossible to know because we just don't know how much Japanese inventory is out there. These Japanese folks have been hoarding the set forever, and now they're panic selling because the reprint's coming, and they think for whatever reason the reprint's gonna like tank the price. I personally don't think that the price is gonna change much in the grand scheme of things. Like once May hits and the reprint happens, I think they're gonna get bought out so quickly that nothing will change. But in the interim between now and May, now is my guess. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing between now and May will be the best time to buy because people are just like throwing them out there online. So how low will they get? It's impossible to know. My gut tells me like 145, 150. But Eevee Heroes I think is a safe bet. I don't imagine them ever reprinting Eevee Heroes. Super expensive. We've been selling the hell out of them, but it's like $420. It's nuts. So they're both go-tos. It's just chaos. The market is chaos this year, guys. Just when I thought it was starting to like kind of make sense, 151 reprint gets announced, and I'm like, oh god, here we are again. Yeah, it's fun. It keeps things interesting. I love this industry. Chaz, so I used to do rip and chips on Twitch. That was my main bread and butter for like a good year and a half or two. And yeah, I'm actually going to be multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube later this week. So it's funny you brought that up, actually. You absolutely nailed it. That's exactly what I should be doing. You can't multi-stream on the phone. Like I'm on the YouTube app right now, so you can't do that. But with my OBS software, I can multi-stream. And so I'm going to try to do that this week, actually. So you absolutely nailed it. Anyway, I got to go. It's 3:45 a.m. I got to eat. This is usually when I have dinner because I'm bizarre. I call it fourth meal. I think Taco Bell made that up. But I am going to go eat fourth meal. I'll probably get things cleaned up around here a little bit for Abby and then hopefully get to bed. I might watch some anime or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, crazy night, guys. All right. Thanks for being here, y'all. Go to the website, PokeNE.com, if you want to buy some stuff. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you have any interest in online business, especially in the Pokemon niche. But it's all the same, if we're being honest. Anyway, guys, peace out. Have a good day at work. ECBS2K, appreciate you. Wabucks, have a good one. Zach, peace. Andrew, goodbye. Chaz, peace. Peace, everybody.